Hi, this is Scott Anderson. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Intermedia, and I am here with Ron Stone, who is in his wonderful office. This is the Intermedia Business Innovator Series, and what we're doing is talking to people that, particularly when the coronavirus pandemic hit, it changed everything. And so we're hearing stories of how different business leaders address that change, what they did, how they reprioritized. So, Ron, welcome.
Thank you.
Ron, you have a particular story that I understand where when the pandemic hit, you noticed things happening and you took action. Can you just walk us through that story?
I was watching the news and I called a story about a San Antonio food bank. And it just kind of occurred to me that, we hear about it. Sometimes we take it, I think, with a grain of salt, that a lot of people live hand to mouth, that, they're paycheck to paycheck, and we hear it and we say it. And I think sometimes we don't really digest what that means. For me, I digested it, I think, for the first time in my life. And so I found Feeding America, and I reached out to them and I said, I have an idea of all of us working together for a one-day event, a radiothon, to raise money for Feeding America. Fast forward, We ended up with almost 300 artists that we reached out to, like Luke Bryan, for example, voiced a spot for us. I mean, a lot of big artists. All of this came together in 3 weeks. And so where Intermedia came in was I started researching. I'm like, okay, I've got all these radio stations going to participate. I've got to communicate with them. What's the next steps for them? And we've got to have a conference call. And so I called Matthew and Jacob at Intermedia, and I said, guys, I don't know if you could do this or not. I don't know if you have the capacity to do it or not. And I explained to them what I was doing. And as soon as they understood the purpose behind the call, they both were just like, not only can we do it, but we will do it, and it won't cost you anything. They even sat in on the call with us to make sure that everything went smooth, and it couldn't have gone better. It was perfect.
How many people did you have join your conference call?
There were 623 people on the call that represented basically 3,400 radio stations. Biggest call I ever did.
Yeah, that's a big call.
And then we did the event, and we ended up raising. It was a little, just a touch over $500,000 we raised, and that $500,000, Feeding America, because of their buying power, purchased 5 million meals with that $500,000 that wouldn't have gotten purchased had we not done what we did. So
that's the way I look at it. You got all of that from nothing but an observation that you had, and that's what you delivered. I appreciate you spending the time with me today.
Oh, sure.
Really good story.